Rat pudding.
Hello, I thought we'd have a quick look at something which I wasn't aware of before, and it's Operation Minotaur, which is where the illustrious Mr. Minter decided to write some of his games for iOS platforms. Now, he wrote these when iOS was 32-bit, and then when Apple decided to increase that to 64-bit, well, basically the games were kind of lost because Mr. Minter, for reasons known to himself, did not then upgrade those to the 64-bit platform. So we all know the fantastic games of Mr. Minter, particularly on the Amiga, with like his Minotron, which is one of my absolute favourites for the machine. Intense, frantic, and quite often zany. But he's done other games as well, including Grid Runner, which is a brilliant game on the Commodore machines, both the VIC-20 and the C64, and also the ZX Spectrum, and of course the incredibly zany Revenge of the Mutant Camels. Now, up until recently, it's been thought that these games were pretty much lost, but they have been found on somebody's hard drive somewhere, and they're down as beta testing demos, basically, but they are pretty much complete games, and they've found their way onto Internet Archive, which is here. So I thought we'd have a very quick look at these. Now, these are Windows games, not iOS, not Amiga games, but games that you can play on your Windows machine, and I thought we'd have a quick look at these games in action and how you go about getting them, because it wasn't exactly straightforward. So what you need to do is go to that website and download this 7-zip file here, and it's basically just one file that shows you how to install the games here. So this is the file that I'm showing you here on my desktop. So if we then go into it and open that, so you can see there's just a single file there, and you just double click on that and that will install the game for you. But it's not quite as simple as that. You then need to register the game, which is where this file comes in handy. PC versions here, so you open that and it will give you the login details and the key for it. So this is this file here, and now you can see that there's two games listed here as Minotaur Rescue and Minotron. So we've actually downloaded from that 7-zip, we've downloaded Minotron here. So this is your login details here. It's your first name is Minotron, second name Tester, that email address, and then you need that key there at the end to register it. Okay, so you need all 4 lines there, all separately and all exactly as they're printed there. Okay, so let's have a look at it running on my PC. Okay, so there's the game up. If you press the F1 key, it brings up the menu here. Go into settings, and there you can see view registration. That's because I have registered this. If you click that, it'll be a way of registering it where you just put those 4 details in that I've told you before. You can then also mess around with your video and your audio settings. Be aware that this is written for a touch screen, so hold your left mouse key down and drag it to change settings. There you go. We'll take the full screen 1080p mode just to get the full graphics mode in here. Plug in your gamepad. If you've got the 8-bit dual axis gamepad, that will be absolutely brilliant for this. Your left directional stick moves you around, and the right one will change your direction of fire like this. Otherwise, with the keyboard, I think it's WASD and the cursor keys. Okay, so that's enough of that game, and the only way that I can find of getting out of that game once you've gone full screen is to use Task Manager. Now there's got to be a better way of doing this. If you do know a better way, then please do leave a comment below, because I can't find a better way of getting out of it. Can't find any other way of getting out of it. So let's have a look at the other game here, and this was called Minotaur Rescue. So we've already got the login details for this, but we haven't actually got the game. Okay, so but if you scroll down here, there's two links here. One thing is for Minotaur Rescue and the other one is for Minotron, but we've already got the Minotron download already. So I thought, well, what happens if you click on that? Well, it takes you to a Google Drive and it gives you the game as well. So I've downloaded that one here. So that's this one here, and you'll get exactly the same sort of thing. It's the Minotaur project. Again, you've got the registration area here where you're going to need all 4 lines of that, and then click and drag, get the resolution that you want. Of course we want it in 1080p full screen, and we can have a look at this game, because this is actually a really cool version of Asteroids, done via Jeff Minter's mind, of course. So that square in the middle is actually a source of gravity, and basically your role is to keep things from going in there. But there are other versions of this game which I haven't looked at yet. There are essentially 3-4 games there. So we'll have a quick look at this one here first. So like I said, that square there is a source of gravity, and it will pull everything in. So what you've got to do is you've got to blast these asteroids and prevent anything from going in there, like yourself, in which case you'll just blow up and you'll lose a life. Now those Minotaurs are pickups. They're bonuses that can be had, and basically you get points for them, and the closer you leave them to the source of danger, i.e. the center of the screen, the greater the points you get. It continues to fire all the time. You're just controlling it around left and right, and your fire button is your thrust. So that's essentially it, and it's an incredibly good game. Right, so just get as many of these as I can, and you've still being pulled into that source of gravity all the time. So this is, I think it's fantastic. I love it. So it's well worth checking this game out as well.